Hi guys, now it corrects. Um, Actually, this is not a bad. This would not be a bad level for a day trade, or even for a swing. What was the biggest volume here? This really, it doesn't matter, but yeah, this is officially significant bar level. Yeah, never mind. It's the last hour of a day of 28th February. So yeah, I would have bought some shares from this level. What else do we have here? This is good. Look at this guy. It's okay for correction. Yeah. This trade concerned me the most because somehow it slipped my mind that it almost reached this level. So God forbids it's like this right now and the directionality is here. That's what concerns me the most, guys. In this trade. So I don't want to play chicken. And now this volume comes in. Never mind, this volume is the last volume of the last day. And now this volume comes in. It's kind of in point 0.5 right now. So it's a really good place for the stock to correct. And it's okay for correction to be violent and fast. For at least I can say it doesn't look good no more. That's officially how we look now. That's officially how we look right now. On the good side of things, I never changed directionality. So we're still in a long trend on daily. So the biggest indicator of trend changing of the price on the superior time frame reaching the level is when it changes the direction on inferior time frame, and it didn't break it here. We are officially in a there was no volume here. That was like super alarming, but on hourly everything looked good. Yeah, This trade, this trade looks a little troublesome now because on an hourly it gave us a first change of directionality, and on monthly it looks like it already reached its long potential. I need to coin the term for mm, for the scenario when price almost reaches the level of the time frame. I need to coin the term in English for that. Um, Till then, I'll be just calling didn't reach. So the price didn't reach the level on monthly. It never really tested this level yet. I mean, we have things in our favor, but if I was wrong here, and this is this deal for now, then it will just go here to bounce. Still okay, it will bounce and go up, but it's a lot to bounce. We'll be watching. I like the fact that there is no volume here whatsoever. This volume here can indicate the reversal correction. It did go like a little bit higher above the volume, but not that much higher. You see this volume? And that was this volume. That was this volume in our face a little bit. Might be the reaction to leftovers of this volume. I think we'll be good. Uh, but in hindsight, I neglected a few things on this trade. Hmm, which is okay. Yeah, see it pimped this level with some volume and then just violently dropped lower. What can I say? We'll be watching this trade. If it comes here, manipulates this level, and goes up, breaks. Like if it goes like this, come on. If it goes like this, booms, manipulates, goes, breaks above this level, then we are good. Oh, hey, Random J, what's going on? So yeah, if it goes like this, change directionality, we are good. We will still have 0.5 on our face, but it's not going to be scary. But if it breaks um, this level, and it's going to be too late by that time because yeah, I think what's going to happen if it goes below um, and breaks. How are you doing, Random J? Any profitable trades? Anything good? Yeah, I think if it breaks below, I'll move my take profit to break even though it sucks. Well, that's what I will have to do. Yeah, this doesn't look like an exhaustion volume. But yeah, I think if it breaks this level and goes lower, there is this volume level though in our face. But yeah, somewhere around here, I will have to move my take profit to break even. Damn. I wish I took some profits here. It is what it is. We'll let it fly. HSBC is okay. Air products are fine. Uh, our Dr. Pepper is fine, correcting after. Yeah, didn't hold this biggest. Yeah, broke down. It's okay. Now it's point 0.5. You see it kind of bounced of point 0.5. Look at this. Oh, that's the last day of yesterday. Never mind. It's doing okay. Uh, on break at the moment at work. Ape coin looking good hourly. Have you seen Rolls Royce stocks? That's intrigued me. I'm going to look into it. Yeah, what do you do for work? Let's take a look at the Rolls Royce for Rolls Royce. Are you looking at the London exchange or over the counter? So once again, like, no. I hope you're not looking over the counter. Did we not have this conversation already? Random J. Don't buy over the counter stocks. Just don't. Um, okay, too much noise. Rolls Royce. Sales Coinbase. Are you saying that you're in sales at Coinbase? That is so good. I didn't shit talk about American coin exchange, crypto exchange yesterday. I didn't know you work in one. It showed. I think it showed. Yeah. Let me see. Where did I see Rolls Royce? Yeah, Rolls Royce Holding PLC is over the counter. Rolls Royce Holding PLC. Rolls Royce Holding PLC. Yeah, in the United States, it only sold over the counter. It's sold. It's definitely sold on the. Um, why did you say Coinbase? Coinbase for ApeCoin or Coinbase stock? Because I do have a little shares of Coinbase, but from long ago. Yeah, Rolls Royce is on the London exchange, and I don't trade them, but we can take a look if you want. I only trade on American stock exchange. I have access to the London stock exchange. I just don't know. Construction supplies. Okay, my man. Yeah, and they don't pay dividends anyways. I wouldn't trade them. Um, so do you want to take a look at Rolls Royce, considering what I said? Because they're over the counter in the United States, which like is a big no no for me, and they are listed on the London Stock Exchange otherwise, and they're not paying dividends. But if anything, they are in long trend. Uh, yeah, like this. They are in a long trend on monthly. Technically, yeah. No, you can go on London Stock Exchange. Like interactive brokers will give you exposure to London. There is like bunch of brokers in the United States that will give you exposure to London Stock Exchange. But with all the yummy stuff that we have on in America, why would we? There is absolutely no point to go to London. Yeah, but yeah, it's long, and here it's long as well. Um, Still kind of crippling higher. This is a good bar. Um, I'll take your rules being that yeah. No, for first like 5 years, stay in United States. Um, Good exchanges, not um, ApeCoin. ApeCoin on Coinbase, right? Interesting. Don't they do have USDT? They have perpetual. I'll show you like the Binance because that's what they. How come I don't have ApeCoin? Huh, that's funny. Okay, don't doesn't matter. So ApeCoin on Coinbase, I'll assume, right? Because you don't have exposure to Binance, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I assume you don't. So, so I'm assuming you told me ApeCoin on Coinbase, and let me know if you meant the Coinbase stock. I can show it to you because I'm kind of in position, like in a hodler position, hold on to dear life. Actually, even since before I start implementing these rules. So there's definitely volume that came in on Ape. So you can say it's a correction. Look how beautiful it is right now. So technically, what do you use to trade stock with? Any recommendation for a small account? Anything will do. I don't know. TD America right now is migrating to Schwab's. I didn't take a look at them yet. I have account there. Interactive brokers. Mm, they're more like international. They give you more exposure to international stock exchange. Oh, hey, Casey. Oh, the entire gang is here. How's it going? You guys are always at stocks. So yeah, Random J, Ape. Um, you see this volume? Ever since this volume came in, you can't really like. You can start seeing this as independent approach. Rather, technically, it's still in this short trend, and technically, it's a correction. That's a strength and that's weakness. But I don't see the weakness no more. I see the strengths. You see how this volume is bigger. This volume is bigger than this volume. So now the quotes unquote correction is bigger volume than the impulse itself, and that's not normal. So I would start seeing this more like an independent long wave. However, technically, I'm sorry, it still is, and it's right now. Yeah, we'll take a look at AMD. Let's look at the random J's Ape coin first, and then we'll switch to AMD and see what's going on there. So yeah, price is interacting with the biggest volume level of the short trend, and it already, once again, it already give you bigger volume. So I wouldn't really trust much on this, but technically, yeah, there was like some accumulation here for sure with this volume. So now this volume comes in. Um, so once again, I wouldn't trust it much, but technically, what it's doing right now, it's it's trying to break uh, this level. Wow. Yeah, and it already changed direction. It was like kind of twisting back and forth. It was long and then it was short. Free correction though, which is okay. And now, so on day, we're somewhere here. We're somewhere here. Uh, Broke above. So we were in this like long impulse, long wave, long trend. PM. Oops, oops, oops. With this volume, which is always good, and then we're breaking this volume. We are breaking this volume, but on the other hand, so the reason I'm saying we broke this volume is because this bar, the reaction bar, closed. The manipulation bar closed above um, the daily level, and the reaction bar is below the daily level, which is officially break. However, you see with this volume, this tail, and then the reaction bar is bearish. They didn't close it, so sellers were not strong enough to close it below um, the daily level. I would be careful with this. So that's our transitory extremum now. So it's trying to decide, even though the volume down there, like this volume down here, makes me think that that they want to break on this monthly level. It's not a wave level, it's a bar level. So assuming this day is closing long, we are in this like condor now. So like this bar needs to close long in 5 hours, which I think it will. I don't know, but I'll assume for now. Um, Resistance level, support level. We don't know whether the wave is continuing long or reversing. So if it goes breaks this level, goes up, it means it goes long for now at least. And if it goes manipulates this level, then we assume that it's reversing and going short, because with all the other things, even oh, you're in position on daily or hourly. Is it is it a day trade? Is it a swing? Is it an investment trade? uh, Random Jade, did you set up your position based off hourly chart, based off 5 minute chart, hour day chart, hourly? Okay, let's look at hourly. Um, so on hourly, it was in a long uh, trend. Yeah, it was like, oh wait, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it was more like this. Yeah, it came from here. It went to this level. Let's recreate what was going on here. We'll see right now, Random J, on which side of the market you put yourself. It's kind of broke this level anyway, but it broke through. Yeah, let's not be lazy. Let's just see how the stock was doing this entire move. Just like really put it like this. Yeah, and something like this. What, like you can say it was a balance. So yeah, technically it's fair to say that it went like this, and then like this. Yeah, kind of broke up from here. Yeah, I think it would be fair to. It's not clear whether that was an impulse, still an impulse, or a balance. But anyways, it's now below. Yeah, you are on the right side of the market on hourly. Um, because the impulse is long. It's kind of weird and violent, and it even technically. So this is the biggest, and you see how I like crypto, because there is no like first bar of the day, no last bar of the day. It's all very um, like almost perfect. Yeah, you see, it still respects the significant bar, sign of strength bar level. It's well below zero point 0.5, which is always a consideration, but it's okay. Let me see your setup. Yeah, won't be much a loss, but just wanting to see if I'm picking up on the information coming in. Yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah. How day trade? I'm just no. What you set up on hourly is swing trade. The day trade is something that you pick up from 5 minutes. That would be that would be officially day trade. I'll show you, um, but what's your entry price? What was your entry price, and what time did you enter the position? Let's recreate what happened with you. What's your entry price? When did you enter? When and at what price? I'll assume you did like 1 to 2. Yeah, give me your entry price. I would assume it's like something like this for now. This is definitely good volume. So yeah, this looks more like a day trade indeed. Um, so I'll try to go to 5 minutes. Yeah. So based off this, this is kind of short, but this volume suggests that that's a new wave, and you gotta like keep it closely. Here, it's kind of like there's no direction, but like the general direction, it's kind of like it's a resistance level for monthly 229. On hourly, it looks more bright, so I'd say it doesn't look that bright. Dude, you're about to close your position. What are you worried about? 229, 29. Yeah, I mean, I think you're closing your position in a second. Um, Boom! Congratulations, dude. You made some money while being at work. This is amazing. You just made some buck. What time did you enter position? Let me know when you enter positions, and I'll be able to like recreate it fully and tell you exactly how you did. Uh, and that was a test. It even uptrusted the test. This is an amazing trade. Uh, so, oops. Let me see how it was approaching. Yeah, here it was kind of crippling. Oh, 9:40 a.m. 9:40 a.m. LA time, Pacific time, or exchange time. Actually, exchange time needs to be something in United States. LA, right? Pacific, yeah. For your convenience, I recommend you to use your time zones more like in exchange time. It's going to be easier for you because all the traders you'll be dealing with, they'll be talking in exchange time normally. Sorry, 9:40. Yeah, congratulations, dude. It's I wouldn't be able to identify this trade, so let's see once again. Yeah, ever since, hold on. So it's definitely not a swing trade for me. Ever since it went to the wave level, so this level does not exist no more. So once again, I'm looking at the monthly. It's kind of like bearish except for this volume that indicates it's not a correction. So that will be like in your favor. Here it manipulated the month's level, so I expected short. I expected to like bounce and kind of like reverse, because that's the standard scenario that we would expect. So contextual direction, I would say, even though it's still long officially because it broke above, it kind of gave this big volume. Is this the biggest volume? Yes. So it gives me this volume, the biggest volume of the entire trend, which suggests to me personally that it will want to reverse rather than to break. However, officially, it's still like on daily in a long trend. It closed above, even though bearish candle for reaction, a bar for reaction, and now it's in this like condor in this diapason, trying to decide what I want to do, whether it wants to break this violently and go up, or go interact with this and reverse. So I'd say that daily context doesn't give me, because in a day trade think I was in the 5 minute. Yes. um, um right, you need to do the opposite. So like you stay on the superior time frame, you see the context, you see okay, it's good for a trade, and then you kind of like zoom in on inferior time frame on 5 minutes and see for the entry points. So on daily trade you work of the hourly, that's your main time frame. So day and monthly suggest you the context to understand better like what's going on hourly. And then once you see like that approaches a tradable level on hourly, you sink down, you zoom into the 5 minutes, and you find your entry point. But yeah, to wrap up on monthly suggests like bearish, but correction has bigger volume than the impulse, which suggests that the model is about to be broken. Daily is kind of like, again, with this biggest volume of the entire long wave, it suggests possible exhaustion at the monthly level, but officially still bullish. So kind of like doesn't give us much of the context. That's why you should do all this. I'm not going to show my logbook, but everything you do, you describe, screenshot, and put right in your logbook. Maybe not on the spot, but when you're like back home in the evening, because if you don't document it, you cannot analyze it. If you don't analyze it, you cannot grow. Hourly looks good. It looks bullish. It went here, formed this resistance level, but you see the biggest volume is not at the, so it doesn't look like an exhaustion volume on hourly at all. It looks like the volume on hourly is actually in continuation of the trend. This volume, those are bearish volumes, but doesn't matter. Like there is like big volume underneath you, and then this volume comes in, but it doesn't exhaust. And then it goes corrects here to the support level, and it's a wave level, and it bounces a bit with a good volume. It's a good sign. So ever since it formed bar of manipulation, good volume here, but doesn't close below the support level, closes above, and reaction bar is up. Boom. Officially, this is like a 2 bar spring. Um, 2 bar spring that closed below the opening of the spring, which like a little alarming, but you're so far away from it, you wouldn't even care. The only thing you care about that it manipulated successfully the support level to bar spring. So it goes here. So ever since the contextual direction within this range is bullish, is long, and the direction of the impulse is long. Even for this longer range, you can kind of like do this like thin lines, because when the range is big and like you see that it's not just an impulse going up, 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 like here, up, 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 but when you see that it's like developing an actual wave, um, I do this. I put this like internal thin lines that help me to understand. But here it wouldn't tell you much anyway. So because, oops, just because. Um, and then this volume comes in. Another good thing is to put a 0.5. Yeah, I think like this is your case because oops, these levels are not formed yet. Um, at the time you're entering the deal. So yeah, it has a manipulation signal. It goes up, develops a wave, and then corrects to point 0.5. And in this correction, uh, yeah, this like 1 bar. Oh, it's actually not 1 bar rule. Interesting. Let's see. Uh, that how it was developing within the range. So yeah, it's a long impulse. I'll be laughing out loud if this will appear to be like a trade by the book. You see, the support level is expanding. So counter trend levels, they don't expand. They either like respected or broken. But um, but trend levels, which is the support level for long impulse, they do expand. If they're like, you see, it was manipulated and then tested, manipulated again, and then tested again, manipulated. Never it was broken. It held. It was expanding. So where it comes to point 0.5 correction, so you could have been trying to find entry points along the way here, 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 and then it comes, manipulates the point 0.5 correction. Dude, it's about the perfect spot. Regardless W, remember what is regardless W? Catch me up on your jargon. um, it's not in the best place on the 5 minutes. So that would be the better spot to look. But you see how many times when the market is emotional, it just doesn't give you. So in 5 minutes, it was like this. It was, hold on, let me see. I'm just recreating exactly the way I would have charted it. I would have charted it. So yeah, it was going up, boom, 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 boom. It kind of does a lot here, twists and curls. But yeah, we'll see the last approach. Came here, here, here. It's going like this. Never mind this, but this more of a level. Then breaks above, 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 above. Here it stops. Breaks below is this. And then manipulates this. Yeah, it's kind of like uh, win. Ah, okay, okay. You're right, you're right. Uh, when, 10, 10. This is 1 bar level actually. So the last level is probably somewhere around here. Uh, yeah, it's not by the book, but it's definitely in the right direction. And what was you thinking? Like you just did you have any like logic? You did. Everyone has some logic behind their actions. Let me rephrase myself. What was your logic? I'm curious. Yeah, here it broke below, and now it's in a yeah. So it comes in here in this short impulse. Well, it's kind of hard to call it short because it's almost reached here. But regardless, like officially, yeah, it's in the short, and then again it goes, confirms it here. So yeah, I wouldn't be able to identify the entry point because it's kind of like doesn't give me a trading signal within my system. And you got to understand that no system is like ideal or can catch or understand the market. You never try to understand the market. You try to synchronize yourself with the market and collaborate, I'd say, with the market in a way so that you can make your money. Because whoever tells you he understands, or she or they understand the market, is probably, how do I say it, like in a PC way, is probably not saying the truth. Hey Santa Cana, what's going on? We are looking at Random J's profitable trade. So yeah, Random J, for me it would be not within my rules because it reverses here, but in this like violent move, it already reaches the um, higher range of this hourly thin level, and I would have respected it. So it's already in this violent move, it already reaches here. So even though it's counter trend level, and I wouldn't have expected it to be like that much respected, I would suppose that I have higher probability of, and it did bounce here. You see, it kind of like bounced. So I would more expected it to reverse here than to continue. However, this beautiful, going to watch the pullback the next hour to see if it shows more bullish actions. Good. Like what I like about what you do, you buy on pullback. So if this level never existed, so suppose I wouldn't go with the thin levels, even though I would. And if I played purely um, out of point 0.5, okay, I remove this from 5 minutes for now. So like, suppose this levels never existed, I would just like watch it out of zero point 0.5 retracement. Then it looks way better. Then it comes here, bounces of the zero point 0.5 is this level volume. I see this huge volume. This is my volume bar. It doesn't hold the test, it goes lower. However, here it doesn't give me a signal. So here, yeah, so like it's kind of like it's hanging in the air for me here. So like I would also put zero point 0.5, of course, here. So I'm in neutral zone. If I don't do thin levels, I'm in neutral zone. So I can play either from balance or from zero point 0.5 retracement. And there is neither, like right here. So this is more, but it didn't. This could have been the play, but you see, it didn't touch. It's like it just touched the low 224, the low 224 and 3. Yeah, it missed it by one tick. So no, for me, it wouldn't give me like a good entry point here. But as for your trade, except for the fact that it already reached um, this resistance level, it looks really good on 5 minutes. So inferior time frame is good. It corrected to zero point 0.5. It broke above, so now it's in the long trend. You're not like buying the so-called falling knives. You waited for this to go and then pull back. I would have waited for here and played it like this. But yeah, the rest is good. Like monthly, again, controversial. I already told you everything. It's kind of in a short, uh, in the correction of short impulse, manipulating, interacting with the level of resistance, which is not good. But this level suggests that it's independent approach rather than, so I wouldn't trust this level much. I would say like with this volume you want to see like lower volume and correction, but the volume and correction supersedes the volume on the impulse. It's not our base model, so monthly doesn't give me sufficient context. And daily, again, it's in a long trend, but it's manipulating this uh old monthly level of resistance with this volume and this tail. So once again, like it's daily doesn't give me. I don't think I would have traded here at all. But like since you already did, monthly doesn't give me like, it's not in my favor. It's not against me. Daily pretty much the same. Hourly, if not for this level, looks good. Strength correction. It was before this. It was after this volume coming. Some volume comes in long at the point 0.5, which is good, and then at 5 minutes, there is no entry point, but 5 minutes all looks good. Cool. Santa Cana, did you want us to take a look at your stock? Meantime, Random J, I hope it helps. Casey, my man, let's take a look at AMD. Um, what was the trade? Are you in the trade now? Did you enter this trade? Um, so again, monthly looks good. Daily looks good. Uh, Hourly looks good. So like when I already entered the deal and just like it tried to protect here, but then broke above, just kind of to calm myself down and make me sit on my hands. I can go to inferior time frame. Oh, you know what? It was never level. Never mind. Up, 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 up. Uh, it formed this T1 here. This is the bigger volume. I'm not even sure if this is the level. Yeah, this information is just yeah, absolutely random J. Anytime. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm here to help, and as I've already told, I'm here also to pay it forward. This is wild how it moved. In case we had this conversation like yesterday, you expecting the stock just to grind nonstop. So right now, like on hourly, it's in this situation, which I'm not a fan of. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm still sleepy. I slept in late today. um, yeah, with this support level here, this volume comes in. I would be careful watching. It's not the biggest volume of the entire long wave seen from the previous day level. So, but this is definitely significant volume. So I would have watched it. You have volume to support you. You have this volume to support you. Even more so, you have this volume to support you. However, it's definitely significant. Was it the last? Hold on, let me switch over to exchange. And it was not the last volume of the. Yeah, so neither of those were the last volumes of the day, which is always good. Yeah. So base model is here. Strengths, weakness, strengths, weakness, strengths, weakness. But you see how the range is narrowing. So yeah, Casey, if you're in a trade on monthly, daily, you're on the right side of things. I would watch on hourly if you want to micromanage, not micromanage, but keep an eye on the deal. I would see how it interacts with this level. If it breaks, it goes higher. You're good. You're in a safe zone. If it manipulates it with like good significant volume, I would have expected some rebounds and at least correction to maybe this level, you know. And once again, here, if it doesn't go here but goes here, you're watching this level to manipulate it, the significant bar volume. Or if it like goes up and forms a test level here, so if it closes the next or any of the next bars bullish before manipulating here, this is your test level at 0.5, and it kind of like manipulates and goes higher, you're good. If not, this level would be the next one to manipulate, or this one. If it breaks below this level, we're talking about the directionality changed on hourly, which is like not very good, but still all right till this level. That's the exactly the thing that I'm having now on mm, Comcast. You see this move? Like it was going my biggest consideration is that like probably it already reached this level, so maybe I was wrong on my charting and the real level is here, and then I'm screwed a little bit. I'm still good because it's point 0.5. I don't know. I'll be keeping an eye on this one. But on hourly, it broke this level and now it changed the direction. So if it comes here, manipulates and goes up, I'm good. But if it breaks below, not so much. Same deal here. So if it holds this level, you're good. If it breaks it down and goes to point 0.5, that would be like last resort. If it forms a support level for the short trend here, the trend level, counter trend level, and then manipulates it at the rebounces, you're good. If it breaks below, not so much. But yeah, as of now, Casey, I don't know if you're here, if you're still here. You look good. Um, Let me know if you have any other stocks for me to look at. Uh, yeah, Comcast we already took a look at. Or Pfizer. Gosh, it teases me so bad. This guy just teases me so bad because I should really stay away. I should really stay away. Uh, Yeah, Casey, let me take a look at Pfizer and we'll take a look at ASML. You see, it's like it's in the middle of nowhere. There's no level of monthly, but god damn it, this point 0.5 just doesn't, I can't sleep. And also with alternative charting, if I disregarded just one little break, like here, if I disregarded this like one bar, the whole thing turns to a huge expanding balance, and we are at the expanding balance of the possible expanding eyes of the possible balance with biggest volume of the uh all short impulse coming in, and like it's all here. It really teases me, like it's gonna be like a little bit against my rules, but boy. And look at this level, god damn it, like it's so tempting. Guys, I gotta do something. Look at this level. So like once again, no system is like like market is a lively matter. You just can't describe the market in one complete system. So like it's always like an assumption, and you kind of like take things out of equations, or it wouldn't be able to operate otherwise. So boy, if this is not like a good place to enter, I know nothing about markets. If this is not an opportunity to enter it long. God damn it. And after this volume, and that was like, well, that was gap with retest, which didn't test. That's alarming. But it look it just looks good. If it goes here, manipulates this level, like I could even buy it like with no manipulation signal at all, with no trading signal. And this is not the biggest volume uh, of the short trend yet, but I don't really care. And this all is like tested only like we only have this volume in our face. And even if I like, even I put all this just to play safe, even if I put like all this volume level, I put it here. So assuming this is in our face, I think it's still good enough. Well, it's close, but it's not really that. Like untested portion of this volume is just here, which is like plenty. Man. This just looks good. And again, if I assume this bar is neglectable, this like one single bar is neglectable, and there is no volume, there is no hell, that this whole thing turns in this huge and the huge freaking balance, and we are at the level of this balance like right now. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Like, just start feeling FOMO. Why is it not? Yeah, you see how different are the levels? It's weird. It's just weird what it does, but it does it. You see? Like, oh no, never mind. Was it? Yeah, it just does this mismatch because like I need to purchase additional package. I think uh, because like trading view, unless you buy this, I don't know. But anyhow, yeah, it should be really soon like this. Yeah, all this volume is above us on 5 minutes. So all this volume happened here. So yeah, let's sit and wait. We need to sit on our hands and wait till it comes here. But I mean, this looks beautiful. Let's see, that's my Russian stock. Uh, okay, it let me out. You see, that's a perfect example. You see how wrong I was when I entered this deal? But instead of getting my stop loss, I moved my, so like I entered here on this test level, and market just didn't go my direction immediately. I was immediately wrong. You see, I wanted to play it till like zero point 0.5 of the daily. I like the level, so I just bought it here, and then like the next 2 days, next 3 days, I would have lost the money. But I didn't lose the money on Russian market. I have commissions, so I moved my take profit to here. Yeah, and it took me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days to get out. 90% of the case, no matter how wrong you are against the market, it will let you out. Held my money for 10 days, and I didn't lose my money. I didn't lose 3% of my trading account. You see what I'm saying? So virtual stop losses are good only on the stock market, not crypto. I'm not even talking about Forex, but stock market, ETFs, things that are like real. I would have just held it here and I didn't get any dividends, but I didn't lose any money either. That's how virtual stop losses work. Uh, Stock paying dividends. Uh, yeah, almost $400 billion capitalization, 94, 100% of the market in the free flow. Yeah, it's a good. Oops, it's a good stock. Um, yeah, it was something like. Ooh, what are they focused on? They just never corrected in their life. No, they did correct it, but not so much. Should be careful what you say when you trade stocks. Oh, and by the way, guys, whatever I do is not a financial advice. We, of course, are clear on that. Uh, I'm just sharing my view of the market, and you guys act on your own discretion, uh, which I assume is sound and crisp, like my accent. I don't even know. Like yeah, it's kind of weird to put it here because it's kind of far enough so that it can manipulate it without touching this level, but also, and it doesn't change a thing really. And then boom, this volume comes in. Yeah, you're looking good on monthly, Casey. um it's in a good stable um long trend, and trend is your friend. Not every trend is your friend, but you know, this trend looks like it is your friend. There is another way to see this wave, like from here, like fragmented. I don't do those. Technically, it's also a level to look at because you see how it's corrected and then boom, but not really. Let's see it like this. Let's play by the book, unless we have to readjust, like AKA Pfizer. Guys, I just buy it. I'll just buy it. I'll just, like 45th president of the United States of America would say, I just grab it. He's like not my favorite point of reference, but in terms of grabbing the stock when it's at interesting levels, I'll just quote him. I just grab it. Um, Goes up like there's no tomorrow. Um, the least I can say, Casey, it's a good find. I can see it already. You have a good eye. Daily chart, same. Our old good Casey, playing in continuation of the trend, um, defining accurately the trend direction on monthly, daily. There was not a single case when I was able to catch your Casey miscalculating, misinterpreting the directionality of superior and inferior time frame, monthly and daily, which is a great sign. This alone is great skill. So, yeah, it's grinding higher. The volume distribution is good. It's on a jock. Well, actually, to be specific, we need to, yeah. Excuse me. Let's be specific. We're trying to trade stocks here, right? So yeah, now it doesn't look that beautiful, but nevertheless, it doesn't change a thing in terms of what you're doing. So um, these are your supports. It's a long trend. In continuation of the trend, it will close this in hour and a half. It will close this bar and confirms the break, um, successful break of this T1. This is your point five, where you can expect a test to. That is your level of significant bar, jump over creek, where you can expect a correction to, and this is your last resort support line of the wave, T2 of the lane, where you will expect, where you can expect it to bounce if it goes. Oh, you're playing off daily, so you're taking the previous level. Yes. Um, yeah. So if you're playing on daily, that's your possible correction. That's your possible deeper correction if it breaks below and change directionality, breaks, closes below, and reaction bar is, even if it doesn't close below, is manipulation bar. But if the reaction bar closes below this level or bearish, then it's a change of direction. Then probably it's something to start being concerned about. Uh, let's take a look at your setup, which I already see. I see it like somewhere here. Um, 999. Yeah, I love your vision of the market, Casey. If only your like entry were like in buying the dip in the correction retracement, uh, that would make my heart happy. I'm a little bit worried about you just for entering the market in continuation of the trend so high. So yeah, that doesn't look like a daily chart setup. It looks more like an hourly. So it moves. It looks like monthly. I mean, it looks more like you're working off monthly and just using like inferior time frame to like set up your deals. So yeah, yeah, all good, Casey. I don't see why. So like officially, I'm sorry, officially the pivot point is here, so it can go like into the skies. There is nothing absolutely that is in your face. Stock is at all-time high successfully. Well, officially the reaction bar is March. So on monthly you can only conclude. So yeah, sorry, I was a little too fast. So officially for me it's in manipulation because the first bar closed. Oh, dude, and now it looks a bit different. So now it looks a bit different. I'm sorry. So what concerns me is the volume. So this is officially a manipulation bar, so-called jump over creek bar for this T1, the resistance level of the long trend. However, the biggest volume of this entire movement comes in here. Normally, you would want to see like a bigger volume here because that's where the battle happens. But oh, and that's actually good. No, it's good. Never mind. It's good. It signifies that like there is a bigger volume to support you. No, yeah, it's good. So you have all this volume to support you. But like according to my system, I have no right to discontinue this resistance line yet because we need to wait for the this is reaction bar forming right now as we speak. It's like a fourth day of a reaction bar right now, or second less the weekend. So second working day, business day, exchange day, trading day. There is nothing on the chart that would suggest me that it tries to reverse, and it's a counter trend level, so it's supposed to be broken. And there is some volume here, but it's not the biggest volume. Well, it kind of no, it's not the biggest volume. There is this volume, yeah. So like normally when it wants to reverse you would want to see the biggest volume of the long wave in this extremum and the T1 level that formed the T1 level, but there is not. There is a splash of volume. There is increased volume, but not the biggest volume. The biggest volume is here. So yeah, and you would want to like see the biggest volume here and then another big volume here and then up thrust and it goes down. This is volumed, but not the biggest volume, and this is unvolumed. So like it kind of manipulate this level like it never existed, which is good. But for me, technically within my system, I wouldn't be even looking on daily chart for entry points because it's in the resistance level um, right now. So even though it's counter trend resistance level, I would not even look for entry points long unless this bar is closed bullish or above the resistance level, and then I would discontinue this line here, move this error here, and put this level here as my uh, significant bar level. But for now it's like this for me, so now I don't like this. Officially I have to, even though the rest looks good, and once again there is no volume here whatsoever, like it never existed. And as I've said, that's normally how market breaks. So it didn't kind of like try it from here. This is earnings, so you can like, but like your volume, exactly this volume, this volume. So you have all this volume to prove you right. And this was gap is retest, by the way. You see all this like bullish volume. So like buyers were more aggressive here. So a lot of people were in a long position here. And then boom, it closes over earnings with this gap up. Everyone and their grandma are in the profits. And there is also like take profit orders, the stop limit take profit orders activated, everything going on. So everything would suggest that it will go retest, and everyone is happy and like probably want to take their money out of the market, but they don't. They keep on adding more and more. There was like some selling here in this tail. So this was the entire retest of this gap, and it didn't even go to the opening of the day. And then it just grind higher. So it looks It looks beautiful here, and then as like normally when it wants to break, it accumulates here, gets some juice, fills up the tank, and then boom, it breaks this level as it never existed. So that was a transitory extremum right here, and there was like volume on it, but like the volume was, there is increased volume on this, but compared to this is nothing, like compared, like it's, yeah. And then it goes, here was the struggle, here it upthrusts this level, and then it tests, retests. So that was an entry point for many. That's where I would have entered the market. I wouldn't because of this motion, but like if like things look differently here, that was my entry point short. The transitory extremum with increased volume, and then boom, 2 bar up thrust, and then no volume test, resumption of sales. That was my entry point short, and I would have lost money. I don't play short, but yeah, if I entered here short, I would have lost money. um and that's exactly what facilitated all the stop losses here, also facilitated this movement. So yeah, man, you're on the right side of the market. The level is not broken officially. It will take the month of March to officially confirm that, but more likely than not, you've entered early on the right side of the market. And once again, like I don't like, there is absolutely no salsa, no deep for you. You don't like the honey. The honey is here, like the salsa, like the dip, like mwah, all the yummy stuff. You're very stoic. You're Spartan, man. You like it. Now mind the salsa, now mind the jam. I'll just go. You go bareback. I respect that. um, Let me see like inferior time frame real quick. But hourly, yeah, once again, like strengths, I would want to see some weakness here. But yeah, it's all good, man. Great pick. CGGO. Capital. Ah, you like finances. Do you have your vision on financial sector right now? Let's actually see how financial sector is doing real quick. I don't correlate my trades with market and industrial sector because, yeah, financial sector is good, has room to go. Yeah, your industrial fund is also doing good. Broke above this now, like in this little balance. Yeah, yeah, definitely like your vision to pick up the stocks and your ability to see the directionality of the market. Um, I don't understand much your stop losses. Wait, okay, never mind. And your tendency to pick up the markets right from their highest highs is making me dizzy. Makes my eye hurt a little bit. But I cannot blame you for that. It's your choice. Uh, there is nothing wrong per se about it. Yeah, strong breakthrough. This stock is going to the to the skies like there is no tomorrow. Why do my favorite buttons like fly all around on this deck? Yeah, this is the biggest volume. It's hard to define, so it's like very, so it's very systematic. I call systematic is not a good word. It's very technical. I need to think about the English word. So like when you're trying to play by the book, even though the difference is really minimum in volume, but unless there is something that contradicts the system, yeah, I'd play by the book, even if the, so normally you want to see like a distinctive, like at least like a pump like this, or like preferably something like this or this. But even this works for me, unless the market suggests me otherwise, and I'm trying to be like playing by the book when market yells at my face that things are otherwise. But yeah, it's a long impulse in continuation of the trend. Spread continues to widen, whereas mm, volume lowers. I believe they call it divergence in some other cultures, and it's a good divergence. So like the volume falls, but the spread continues to grow, and this is beautiful. It means that the stock is just grinding higher with absolutely no resistance. There is no sellers in the way that can can fight against this movement. So yeah, it looks just beautiful. It looks like too good to be true on monthly chart. Um, Daily chart is a reaction bar, but I mean, once again, come on, it looks like it's breaking it um, very powerfully. Mm. So when you do things like this, and that's our biggest volume, the biggest volume on the jog, like everything looks beautiful. Uh, your pick of the stocks is just deliberately beautiful. So technically, that's, I'm not even sure. Sometimes, like you have when you speak like foreign language, you have just to choose words that you choose words intuitively because you can't like lurk in a dictionary all the time. So sometimes it leads you to funny situations when you say things that make no sense. But that's where I am right now with my language, English language. Hmm. Long impulse officially still reaction bar, but in 1 hour it looks like it's gonna like close in your direction. Yeah, this looks beautiful, except for the entry point itself, like the peak of the market, the defining the directionality. It's like I continue to say that because you'd be surprised how rarely people can correctly identify the directionality, including myself, aka Costco. Potentially, I'm on the wrong side of the market right now. Uh, oh, thank you, bro. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know I'm okay conversational. It's just very important to like when you speak professionally, it's very important to deliver your point precisely. Um, it's a good directionality. It's everything is right once again. Unless you're some kind of Warren Buffett who doesn't care to hold it longer. I'm not a fan of your like entry positions. So this is like the dip. This is the salsa. So this is strengths. I want to see weakness. But yeah, right on daily, right on monthly, right on daily. Same here. I want to see it like week. I want to see strengths and then weakness. No point even to see on hourly because it's not informative in terms of your setup. I don't like the lack of liquidity. You see, like I call it like geese. Maybe start should start calling it swans. Maybe it makes more sense, like in English. But these bars, they don't look like good volumed bars full of liquidity. They look like geese lacking liquidity. But yeah, just grinds higher. You have this volume. It's last volume of the day, but this volume. So you have like bunch of bullish volume to support your um, trade. Yeah, yeah. All good direction. You're on the right side of the things. Once again, if I was mm, if I was to direct you, I would just like fix your entry point. That's it. The rest is good. Let's see the Pfizer. This is like a magnet for me right now. Gosh, like my biggest fear, not fear. It's not a good word, but my biggest concern here, guys, is just it will close in an hour, and tomorrow we'll just sit in a huge gap. It's too weak of manipulation yet on daily for such an important level. If I'm right in my assumption that this is This can be seen like it's an expanding balance. The only one single time it violated the um, charting is here. This one bar, which then was manipulated with no volume and not respected, it just broke it down. This one bar makes me chart it all like this. But if not like this is my balance. You see, this is like my balance from here. It was never broke. It was never broke. And now this, well, it broke the balance anyways. Yeah. Yeah, no, there's nuances. But bro, it's just oh, it looks too good to miss. And again, like strengths, weakness. Yeah. Still have this volume and also on 5 minutes. Well, like I mean, I don't do that. Just like don't mimic me, never. And you see on minutes no liquidity, and it's like just noise. This is it's impossible to trade. And we even below it on minutes. Like so, like minutes show that like all volume, like most of this volume is down here, and we are below this volume, right? Yeah, and we're still below this volume. I can even mark it out for me. Uh, so not to forget that, bro, you have this volume in your face. You have this volume in your face. That you need to overcome. Yeah, exactly. This volume is there. The good thing it's not like here. So once it breaks above, but yeah, but yeah, this looks very attractive. Okay, and my pain of the day is Comcast. I like it has no volume. Let's remove it from ours so it's not like like this volume. Um, Maybe I'll have to take a half when it comes here, just to make myself safe. I'll be keeping an eye. That's all I can say. Um, the rest is good. No chance to pick up the stock. Not for Misha. This goes higher. And sometimes also, like I was gonna say, like you have to have stop losses. Sometimes it's like any desire to not to have like stop losses at all in your life, especially when you have like virtual stop losses, is not healthy for you because it will just drain your brain. And yeah, someday like a man will be born or a woman that will learn to play without stop losses. Um, but this day is yet to come. My only problem is here. If I'll hit a stop loss here, it was my mistake. It was not like a system stop loss because I should have seen so obviously that it already like went here. But once again, and my support is the fact that it never changed direction. Enough on that. I'll be just watching it go. This guy is fine till here. Uh, it didn't look like it would hold it, so I would have like I'll just watch it bounce from here. Um, CG. Let me guess. It's another financial stock. CG, TV, value. Yeah. Also, like, hold on. CG. Oh man, I was looking in the wrong. Dude, I'm so sorry. I was looking at the wrong stock. The whole shebang I gave you was about the CGDV. Oh my gosh, double check on me. Oh my gosh. Let's go and check CGGO. How did it happen? Did we not? Oh no, never mind. Well, we looked at both. Now you freak me out, right? We already looked at both, right? Because here's your CGGO and CGDV. Yeah. Wait. No, like how come I have this? Is it your setup? Oh, we did look at it some days before, right? Yesterday. Okay, dude. You just like I was like, am I so lame? I was looking at the wrong stock. Um yeah, so technically like this was an upthrust and like technically it's still in the reaction bar, but practically I mean it broke it. Yeah, yesterday. Okay, lol. Okay, so technically yeah, it's like this. Yeah, it continues to grind higher. Also, I'm not a fan. Like, if you take like, if you'll choose one of these setups, you're good. But if you'll stock up on the same industry and like very similar stocks, and it looks like the CTFs are very similar, I wouldn't say it's a good idea. So this is not exactly how you use like your like the range of your setups like definitely suggests like this is not even an invest trade. There is no like official term because you don't place of monthly. So in order to play of monthly, we need to do like 12 monthly and find some context on 12 months, like on a yearly chart, and then go down in 1 month and find it here. So yeah, stacking up on the same like stock or the same industry or like the very typical stock is you kind of like diversifying but not really, so there is no point to do like that at all. um yeah, so like the ranges of your like setup are huge. um it's definitely here below zero point 0.5 and in this volume zone, but below I mean I can't like tell nothing about your stop loss and take profit. It's kind of like it's a dark matter for me yet. Maybe I'll like get into it like once I know your style more. But yeah, nothing changed since yesterday. You're still on the good, on the right side of things. Um, Again, still, I would want to like see the weakness on daily and do like a short, beautiful trade. The thing about like long trade is that like you're taking all this risk, and also you need to reason in time too. So it will take. It took it 1, 2, 3, 4 months to cover this range. So assume it will continue with the same speed. It will take another like 8 months. So like it's a long time portfolio you're setting, right? Like am I right? It's like a long time portfolio that you're setting because you'll risk 3% to get in. Say you like pursue the same like model as me, like you risk 3% of your capital and your reward then like 1 to 2 is like 6%. So you'll gain 6% on your capital in 8 months. Uh, whereas on the daily chart, with the same technical analysis, if you buy from here, like something like, say from here, you find a good entry spot, and it's spring like this, your stop is here, which means that you'll do the same 6%. You'll risk the same 3% of your capital, and will do this the same 6% of your capital, but within like 2 weeks. And making 6% within 2 weeks is 150% annually, and making 6% in 8 months is making 9% annually. It's a big difference for me. um okay, let's take a look. IQ, artificial intelligence, sexy stuff. Who is not talking about artificial intelligence? right off the bench, that looks way worse than what you've been showing me before. Like I like already with no further analysis, I see this. This does not look good to me. Uh, Up thrust. Yeah, it goes higher. Up thrust here. Up thrust here. It's not the market. It's not the market. It's situation. Yeah, there is definitely situation to lead me to more aggressive um, ratios than 1 to 3. So this trade, I'll just put it on minutes. This trade that happened 22nd February. So HSBC, it did it to spring from the volume level. It's not a wave level, but bar level, and it bounced from 0.5. It's not actually. Oh my gosh, talking to you makes me like want to revise it. But if it was from here, but like say it's good level on monthly, I don't mind to hold this stock for longer. Then I go on daily and I'm looking for entry point, and then this beautiful motion with the biggest volume. I was like, oh gosh, this stock is gonna go. So I wouldn't mind buying it like here on daily, and instead of 1 to 2, holding it all the way to the monthly level. Then I sink down on hourly to see what's going on here, and there's nothing on hourly, but I see this beautiful volume, the biggest volume of there is now, like it's the biggest volume of whatever. It's the biggest volume of this entire situation. Never mind this. Like it's beautiful. Like this volume, it didn't go, and it was gap and go because all these bulls were like trapped in here. They were losing money, bleeding, stop loss. It was a bloodbath here on 21st of February. Like stop losses initiated, margin calls for the most talented of them. Like it was a bloodbath here, and yet it didn't go. It was gap and go that didn't go. So someone bought out all this volume, and then test, retest, and I see it just gonna go. It will gap. I understand it will just gap tomorrow, and like we'll never go back. Like it kind of gapped with like retest, but like I'll lose my entry point, and I dive into 5 minute to a daily trade, and here I see like the setup, which is not perfect. I did some assumption here, but I see this volume comes in, and I see it will bounce and it will just go. So here I have like a 5 minute trade, a daily trade, 1 to 2 ratio, but it's also within this setup. Like, I mean, I hate how trading view like jumps and misplaces. So uh, just just bear with me and like visualize this. So I see this setup 1 to 2 on daily. It's a day trade, 3% risk, 6% reward. But once it moves my direction, like why would I close the entire position here? So I take off 20% just to honor my daily setup, and I take the rest 20% to point 0.5, which already triggered, another 20% to the daily range, and something that I need to revise, but another 20% to the this range because it's counter trend resistance of my long impulse. Like I expect it to be broken, but just I take another 20% for that, for like just to honor this level, and the rest 20% I will run and see how daily will manipulate, will interact with the monthly. And if it's a good break, I'll just hold it and see like and find another the target for me to take profit. But if it bounces and like gives me a sign of reversal, I'll just close the rest 20%. Now this daily trade, if I was to hold the entire 100% of it, which I wouldn't. So like we need to kind of do a long calculation, which I won't do right now because I'm not keeping the whole. I'm going to keep only 20% to this, not actually 40% to this range. So I took 20% right there, another 20 in half, another 20 here, like in 1/3, another 20 in 2/3, 20 here, and another 20 above somewhere up there. But if I was to hold the entire trade, which also is possible, just my statistic does not presume it, It's 1 to 100. So we're talking 300% with my 3% risk. So it's not about the market, it's about where the stock is, if it makes sense. um, I always work of the monthly, and if monthly looks good for me and I'm going to inferior time frame and I'm lucky to get an entry point earlier on the inferior time frame, I'll pick it up from the day trade, and one day I'll find the trade from, like, if it comes from wave level, if it happened here, came to the wave level and start manipulating it, and everything looks good on monthly, and then everything looks good on daily, everything looks good on hourly, on 5 minutes it gives me a day trade entry like here. Why wouldn't I hold it at least to the, like, 50% to the 50 to the point 0.5 retracement, and another 50% to here, or 30 30, like third and third, depending on how it manipulates the counter trend level. And dude, this entire deal can, like, make, I don't know, 3 4 5 years worth of your, like, regular profits. So that's when I go with the bigger ratio, if it makes any sense um, to you, because it does make a lot of sense to me. So this is historical level, not a real working level. So we'll make it dotted, and we'll remove it from day. But yeah, this is my problem with this stock. It's at historic heights, and then it's broke down, didn't hold, it formed this level here, then broke it above. So except for this historical level in our face, technically it's in a long trend. um, this volume is not good, though. I don't like it because it's like high above. This volume is supposed to be somewhere in, ideally we want to see it in jump over creek, and the bar, the biggest volume we expect to see the bar that manipulates the level that it breaks. But there was no volume here whatsoever, and then it peaks. um, Spread is all right though, but uh, dude, these all streams are available both on YouTube and gosh, TradingView. They're on Twitch, TradingView, and YouTube. So you can go, like, after I'm done with the stream, it saves on TradingView for 30 days, and it's kept on YouTube forever. So you can go and revise, but real quick, like, if I'm looking at the levels, it comes to this level on monthly. It's a perfect, like, everything looks good on monthly. I like it on monthly, so I'm looking for invest rate on daily. It goes to the level on daily, and it looks all good on daily, and, like, it allows me, according to my rules, to look for an swing setup on hourly. I go on hourly, see how it behaves on hourly, and if it good, like, to it's if it's good, okay for me to go, depending on how levels go. And it's good, by any chance, for me to go on 5 minutes and pick it up from there. I just pick it up from 5 minutes, set up a day trade, and then I can hold it. A day trade that I was lucky to pick up from here, I would hold like 30% to zero point 0.5 of this range, another 30% to the top of the range, and 30% depending on how it interacts with the monthly range. And that can make you, I don't know, with 3% risk, and can give you like five, 600%. It can, like, I don't even know the, like, quadruple. What's, like, what's sixfold? Not triple, quadruple, double, triple, quadruple, five druple, six druple. Your capital. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, like, all the streams are saved for 30 days on TradingView, and forever on YouTube. Um, but yeah, back to you. I even, like, put it on daily, just like to rebel, to show you, like, how much I'm concerned about this level being in our face. Um, uh, because I have to respect your freedom of choice, but also I was trained a certain way, like a Pavlov's dog. So when I see something that's like not within my roles, it hurts my eye. Okay, there is no level here, but there is level here. So you're trading at work, huh? Um, what is it you do? The Random J is selling construction material in Northern California. What you do in Louisiana? For a daily setup, we look for the previous. Yeah. So this is a nice level, you know. This like I mean, if not for this, that's my buy. Um I see I was thinking of didn't of doing that with ApeCoin, but I felt like emotion was really yeah, random J. If you want to do something, you really see the levels and you want to like hold. The rule of thumb says, and I think it's a quote from indirect quote from the Turtle Way, which is a beautiful book on trading. Cut your losses and let your profit float. And I mean, that's just amazing. It kind of increases your probability so much. But I try to stack up probabilities and diversify my probabilities. So the probability of daily trade reaching its 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio is way higher than that the swing trade you conform it to, you transform it to, will reach its 1 to 2 or like the daily range. And the probability of that happening is way higher than that you convert it to a monthly trade and it will reach a monthly level. So I would diversify my risks and like my probabilities, just because like Fooled by Randomness is another beautiful read by Nassim Taleb. So like I would diversify it because it's random. No matter how well I calculated that, it's randomness. Market is randomness. So I would take like that's what I'm doing on HSBC, like 20, 20, 20, 25. But it's maybe like too much just because I'm still like working on my statistics. But like third, and third, take your third at your day trade. Don't be greedy. It's like 1.2, you stuck it in your pocket, you're good. And then keep another 30, or maybe 20, 20, 20, 20 at your 5 minute trade, just to honor it, because it was a setup, it works as a model. It has to be done. Take 25% there, keep another 25% to the half of the like monthly range if you're shooting for swing, or even like 20 20 20 20% 5 minute deal, 20% half of the daily range, another 20 full daily range, another 20 half of the monthly range, another 20 of the monthly range. Boom. Yeah, you didn't do like 600%, you did like 300%. Well, yet it's plenty, and it's gonna be better. um but yeah, I don't remember your ape setup already, but it was like I don't we can go back, like let's finish with this setup and like take a look if there was any subject. It was not within my trading rules anyways, but like we'll take a look if anything was within my mm, rules, and if there was any potentiality to hold it longer. And once again, like when you just start your statistics, it's all about people kind of like tend to be carried away by the market, but like your instrument you're working with is really you and your psyche and your knowledge, your mental implicit and explicit, like slow thinking and fast thinking, like knowledge, intellect, and your discipline and your consciousness. So like when you're still like establishing your statistics, go for short deals, like take this profit, take it away from the market, and this positive self-reinforcing cycle of you reaching your goals is beautiful. And also define your monthly and annual goals. What do you want to do? What do you want to like take away from the market? So I would definitely not hold. And the reason I'm holding HSBC like so like in small fractions is precisely because like my positive statistics is more important right now than quadrupling my money and holding. And longer, it's also time equation. So the longer is your goal take profit, the longer time it will take. And time is the corrosion, is the corruption of your capital. It's inflation and it's risk. The longer you stay in open position, Every minute, every hour, every day, every second, every month of this position, you expose your capital to corrosion of the risk, because of risk of any events, you being wrong, market change, market reverse, black swan, another great read by Nassim Taleb. Anything might happen any moment. And like Comcast, like look, Comcast, um, such a beautiful trade, right up to here. If my take was like I don't do like any smaller than 1.5, or if I like kind of like more careful about this. So yeah, like it's a time corrosion. It was good till it's not no more, good till it's not, so good till it's not at all. And that's the reason, like something to reason in. It's a factor. But yeah, Casey, back to you. Once again, good understanding of the market. Don't like this historic volume in your face at all. Don't like this volume. So this is the least attractive deal of all that you've shown me today. As a matter of fact, it's not attractive to me at all because of this historical volume one. We stack up the probabilities, and boom, this volume comes in. This volume comes in above the broken level, not in the jump over creek. The spread still grows. That's true, but it's right in the historical level. These two factors together, I don't like it at all. And this volume again, it's always weird on the stock market. This volume comes in not in the end of the month, not in the beginning of the month, but on February 22nd, no spread whatsoever. And it gives us the biggest volume of the entire long trend in the historical volume. On the good side, do you see how like volume grows here? That's a really good sign because um, it definitely confirms the fact that the short trend was the correction, and this is the resumption of mm, the main wave. Ooh, you see? Ooh. But that's maybe the hype of artificial intelligence. But definitely, yeah, you can tell something is going on here. Someone is building a campaign. So that's a good factor in your favor. But yeah, I need to actually like readjust my analysis for you, Casey, considering that you are collecting a portfolio rather than trading it actively, and that's different. So, but I mean, it definitely feels like you have your brain, so like you'll moderate it accordingly. Because I speak like a trader. Um, so yeah, other than this volume and historic volume in our face, is the same. All good, Casey. Continuation of the trend. Like I would wait for the salsa, for the dip, for the correction. Let me see. I'm just curious about. Yeah, it's like market is weird. So something technical is going on that I do not understand, and it's not the end of the day. Even it's the beginning of the day, which is also kind of like strange hour. But the strangest, like I would say, if it was the last, like if it was this, but it's not. So like it gaps like this after all these bears, it's gap and go, and then this volume comes in like it doesn't go nowhere. It just doesn't move literally. So it's I don't know if you guys have a good explanation for this phenomenon on the American stock market. It never happens on crypto. Um, I don't understand personally. Was it 22nd? Yeah, this volume comes in towards the end of the previous day, and then like in the beginning of new day, this volume comes in, but nothing happens. So like this volume should like move market a lot. The spread should be huge, and here also, but nothing happens. So it's like technical. It's maybe the same actually market participant just like closing this position here, reopening it here, but like while reopening it should like move market a lot. I don't understand how come market does not move. It's just like I need to go to the stock exchange and sit in the how they call Yama, like in the uh, in the actual place to just like see what's going on there. And it's not even going to fix it nowadays. It's all computers. I don't understand it. But yeah, other than that, oh yeah, how come I didn't see it? Yeah, someone is building a campaign here. And where are we at this campaign? We don't know. If it's like one, two, and then three, like, is it like one, two, like three, four, or five? You're all good. Yeah, yeah. The ETF is definitely hyped. It's definitely hyped. But yeah, but I don't have like I'm not at my point of the life yet where I have like long term portfolio. You're doing a peak for like longer term portfolio for like once again, it covered this in like 2 months. It can cover this in another four. If it continues with the same acceleration. So you expecting that it just like go like one, two, like three, four, five. It can, but just like my system is for trading. It's not for investing. Even though like a trade from the monthly chart and daily superior is called investment trade, but technically it's not an investment. um, it's trading. It's just like different horizon of it. But yeah, that's are my things on aiq. Other than that, it looks good. Corrected to point 0.5 and now it's ready to go. If this is one and this is two, and like they've seen like this, one, two, and that's classic. Volume comes in like, yeah, interesting. In the long term, it looks almost, you can even disregard this. I think it goes one, corrects to point 0.5, and then it's gonna go three, and the volume increases. It's a market participation, so kind of like smart money with correction, and then like market participation, and then smart money starts selling, and then correction, four and five, something weak retailer wave, and then it dies out for a bigger correction. So yeah, on like a long term slope of the things, you look good, but then the setup should be like something like this. So it goes like this, and this wave it also go one, two, three, four, five, and then one, two, three, and then. But I don't do waves in this like in Elliott waves sense of things. I just now understand what you mean by wait for the salsa. I'm going to use that for our. Yeah, it doesn't come from my trading culture, from my system of trading. Yeah, that's called like buy the dip, buy the salsa. So the stock market goes, and it's within our predatory nature to like see something moving and get excited. So like I'll show you best Picasso picture, or like a best other picture in front of you, static pictures, and you'll be gazing at the fly, crawling on the picture. You'll not be seeing the picture. You'll be like watching a moving object. That's our predatory nature. We are predators. We look at something that moves. So when the market moves, it's within our instinct to catch it. That's why all the retailers are getting caught in like in the top, in the um, exhaustion of the wave. But smart money, like buy the dip, buy the salsa, like go here and like pick it up from here, because that gives you like, imagine like you're joining here with Casey, but all these people who joined here, they already made like 200, 300, 400%. They'll start unloading somewhere, at least for a correction, to just rejoin the market. And that's exactly, this is buy the D, buy the salsa. You want some honey. I'm not into salsa. I'm from different culture, right? So like I like sour cream. I like honey, and like sour cream and honey, salsa is never on the top. It's here on the bottom, you know. They also use hammers in those cultures. They call this hammer, this like 1 bar spring. And normally the most annoying thing of all is that normally it will not give you a good entry point at the very bottom, because the market is in the negative spin by that time. It's the group dynamics of market participants is interacted by now by the fear. They're in panic. It's a panic sale, so it will just violently go, and you need to make your decisions if you want to really pick it from the bottom, which is also called like falling knives, and you want to catch falling knives. It's not again, it's not the term from my culture, from my trading school, but it's also called like catching falling knives. You need to find something on the bottom there that will help you to make a decision, you know. And how do you know it reverse? Because like first time it comes to point 0.5, and that's like Pfizer right now, it's in point 0.5, and it's exactly the same situation. Where was the splash of the biggest? The volume here is different, but yeah, it just went here to point 0.5, aka right here, and everyone and their grandma like, whoa, exhaustion volume, like we gotta buy it from here. And then market goes, not yet, I haven't stopped. It's like it's a huge truck that goes like when the price dropped here. Yeah, for a quick trade it was like gap and go. No, that was gap with retest. So yeah, and it went here. Like here you could have bought like quick 1 to 2, you made some money. But for like a longer setup or anything bigger, and it's kind of like right in the air up to your risk. But after it goes here and everyone and their grandma is like buying, but it doesn't go, it goes lower because it's a huge truck just like falling down with all this speed, and you expect it to like turn around like in one move. It will not. And this is identical, this bar, like buyer's tail, and it's like everyone is gonna like, it's gonna shoot right here. No, it will not. It can go here, and here it again, it breaks, it continues because the trend is so wave is so strong. Nothing will, like no bar or interior time frame let alone, will stop this motion. It's a huge, it's a truck just falling off the cliff. It's not gonna like boom and just reverse and go. It needs to go lower, and unfortunately with this last exhaustion motion, normally it will not give us an entry point. It was like, never mind, I broke this level, I'm going lower, and let's get rid of this volume. No splash of volume, no nothing, you see, because the market is scared, retailers, public participation is not happening. It looks like this now, we're like, oh okay, we have to wait till it will come here, but it makes what's called a v-turn, not a regular turn but v-turn, because of how like just low, how undersold the market is. And we'll be able on monthly, we'll be able only to identify a break here when this bar is closed, which is so late, and then we buy this dip. Now let's go on daily and see if it gives us any clues on daily. Uh, cut your losses, yeah, cut your losses. Let your profit flow. However, I do only mental stops. So if I was trying to pick it up from here, and I was wrong, and my stop loss was somewhere here. Once it hit my stop loss, I would put my take profit to break even, and I would sit. Yeah, it would take me like 3 months so that market would let me out of my wrong deal. But I wouldn't have lost my capital. Cut your losses is a good rule. But also, like if you like, I like this Fidelity guy book. I don't remember his name, to my shame. Uh, but he was saying that not only him, I think it's in Zurich Axioms. It also says that never lose money. Rule number one, never lose money. Rule number two, never ever lose money. So, unless your statistic is perfect, don't short. Make your mental stops at the good levels. That's only trade stocks with dividends. So, if I got stuck in Pfizer here for like 3 months, or in this stock here for the 3 months, I would just sit and collected my dividends. It's my invested. Yeah, dividends are dirt, but still, it kind of helps to protect my capital from corrosion of time, from inflation. I would just sit on it and wait for it to let me out, like breaking even. End of the story. So let's look here. First of all, here, yeah, this guy. So like when it comes here, but it's like in the air. But look at the spring. It looks like whoa. But yeah, you see, there is no volume. Yeah, the kind of volume suggests like to stay away from the stock here. And here again, it goes down, violently breaks, and then it's like multiple bars. That's like a spring test, retest. But I wouldn't be able to identify any of that, like any of that, not until here. And here would be my entry point. Yes. So let me just show real quick how my play would have gone on this stack. It's actually here, here. It breaks up here. It's in the balance here. Then it breaks this balance. I'm not going to chart all of that, but it's in this balance. And then this is significant bar. And once again, it breaks. And everyone and their grandma here, like, okay, let's go to the moon. And stock is like, no, I need to correct. It's too far above, yeah. But I would have switched over to, and you see, it did correct to point 0.5. You see, this is not an entry point because it's like too high above the point 0.5. And then it does this. I don't want to sink lower on hourly and sit on hourly, and then yeah, no, this stock just doesn't want us to join it. Here, yeah, something like here. It breaks down. Yeah, hard to tell. Maybe here a quickie from an hourly, but like once again, like once it's here, you can like start doing your hourly and daily, like swing and daily and day trades, because of like if you go wrong, it will just, gosh, I don't like how it does it. Mm. So you can do your swings, and like it's way better to set up your swings and day trades here than here, just because of, okay, from here it either dies or it will rebound. So if you go wrong, once again, you're not going to be sitting with your mental stop for way too long. But yeah, my point was that like if you want to pick up the stock from here, this, like, my system will not show good entry points. It will start showing them from somewhere around here, so you'll miss the deepest dip. So this is like smart money territory, and you got to be really, really experienced to have some more advanced technologies than I have in order to identify correctly entry points here. Otherwise, I need to deviate, and I do. Like as I've showed on HSBC, I did deviate it on my 5 minute just because it was such a good level of the monthly, daily, not hourly, but hourly was okay. But like it was such a good place, and I knew intuitively that it's just gonna gap tomorrow. So I need to like violate my own rules a little bit. You need to find, if you play only by the book, you don't make money. If you just like do like kind of game trading, you don't make any money either. You need to have your like knowledge and find your like position on this slider of game trading and systematic like technical trading. Like you got to violate your own rules if you want to like buy the dip. I have the Japanese candlestick Steve Nissen coming in mail. Excited to read it. Interesting. uh do you have a must read recommendation? The first thing comes to you. Zurich Axioms. How do you even spell it in English? Zurich Axioms. Uh, this is like a first read. Black Swan. This book can seem like they're not about technical analysis, and they are not. Uh, Fooled by, those are like foundations. Fooled by randomness. Um, and then the week of method. This is about technical analysis. And then trading in the zone. In the zone would be another one. Yeah, I think this is enough for beginning. um I think in the order that I've mentioned, it's just like I've put trading in the zone before the week of method. Oh, the turtle way for sure. Is it called the turtle way? I think it is the turtle way. This is a great book. Or the way of turtles, the turtle way, I think. Yeah, those are great reads that will help you to educate yourself on trading. So you'll be surprised. Like there are systems in schools out there. There are trading strategies and this and that and that. But your main and the only tool, your main tool, your most crucial tool that you're using in trading is you. And if you are off, no system will fix you. And if you are in a good tuning and a good standing, like any, the professional trader, a good trained professional disciplined trader will take any system and will make it profitable, as dumb as, I don't know, play the bullish bar close below the 21 EMA and sell the, no, vice versa, sell the bullish bar closed below 21 EMA and sell, gosh, sell the bullish bar closed below 21 EMA and sell and buy the bearish bar closed above the 21 EMA. Take this strategy if you're a disciplined professional trader, and they will squeeze money out of this system. You'll meet a lot of professional traders that will tell you, like, hey, Misha, I'll take like any reasonable, simplest, dumbest system and I'll squeeze money out of it. You know what I mean? And you can give the best system to unexperienced, undisciplined, unprofessional trader, and they'll blow up their account with it. So, like, you are your main tool. It's like an acting. That's, I think, why I like stuck in both. I do acting and I do trading. You're your own tool, and if you're good, you're good. Doesn't matter the script, doesn't matter the director, the show, the rest. You'll be good. If you're not good, you can work with Scorsese on the best like script ever, on the best set ever, and it's gonna be shitty. It's gonna be shitty. So yeah, I'm gonna go. As funny as it is, I'm just starting my day. Let's see what's going on. Like I'll keep this open because it's just the pain of the day, and this is the excitement of the day. And Casey, I hope I answered your questions about the AI. I'm excited about AI. A lot of people are excited about AI. I think it's a great peak. Maybe it's still a great peak for. It looks like it is in the third, in the half of the third phase of the third phase of the bigger trend, if you know what I mean, like 1 2 3, and here 1 2 3. um and yeah, it will go at least like 1.5 of this, um gosh, of this distance. This is not coming from my system, it just comes from my previous experience of working with Elliott waves. So according to Elliott waves, and I think like the professional trader who works professionally with Elliott waves would laugh at what I told you right now, but it does look for me is like 1 2 3 4 5, and this is like 1 2 3, and this is 1 2 3, like this 4 5, and then another correction, and then retailers 5 wave. But yeah, so I think it's probably okay, good peak for long-term portfolio, but there is nothing for me to trade. And of everything you showed me, like for trading, this is the least favorite. However, for portfolio peak, maybe. And with this volume, like still, you don't want to see like this big of a difference in the volume in between first and third wave, in between like smart money wave and market participation. That could be written off for artificial intelligence, but then again, you don't know if it's like hype, like VR was, like AR was, and all are beautiful technologies. But AI is overhyped right now, and what it really does, it just like draws funny pictures. It's a new like, as usually, human race created something, that's good for, generating bunch of memes for now, which is great. It's good enough, like, and I'm sure they like as in VR, they'll find a lot of implementation. Like no one talks about VR anymore and AR so much, but they've been implemented to like medical industry, to engineering, construction, like so many like industries, and they're beautiful, for sportsmen and like whatnot. It's a great industrial technology right now. But if you compare it to the hype that it was in like 5 years ago, there is nothing left of it. So what is it? A beginning of something like great, of a breakthrough technology that will go like a Bitcoin, from zero to hero. or just another hype that will die out with ARKKK font. Like, if you like hype stuff, just go and revise this guy. You know, all the stocks are at all-time highs, while this stock is struggling to break. Just broke out technically, very technically broke out of this biggest volume significant bar level. Not a reversal of the trend. Yeah, there is no volume. There is nothing here that indicate that like this stock is going alive. Look how beautiful it was. It was going into the skies with Bitcoin, all the techs, and also like speaking of the tech, uh, Qs are doing fine. Qs are doing fine, like breaking above its all-time highs. I mean, they're doing good. If you take small caps though, which are a big part of the startup industry, it fails to break, like while all the rest of the stocks are storming their all-time highs and breaking above them, small caps are failing to break out of this short balance, and they do look like they'll just this doesn't hold. Like I was showing how like this can be set up. It's another up thrust. You see, it has absolutely no strength to break out of it. So it re-up thrusted this up thrust, and now it's up thrusting this, like, so just like expanding. Now this is a transitory extremum with some volume. It's just struggling. It's just struggling for in 4 years. It did absolutely nothing. The same thing. So, and this guy, it's a great example of the last ones, and we have so many examples like that. And like historically, wow, like she was such. I mean, and look at all the stocks that were here like sweethearts. Where are they right now? So that's I'm not saying that's the destiny of this stock, of this ETF. I'm just saying this is hyped, and this looks like an exhaustion volume. Okay, guys, I think I gotta go. It's funny, like I need to go do my jogging, my yoga. I didn't see daylight yet. You know what I mean? What am I doing? Uh, yeah, let's just go real quick through our days at least. I'm looking at Pfizer right now. Yeah, like my biggest. Interesting. You see again, like it doesn't give us like officially it even broke it here. So um, oh yeah, yeah, of course, random J. Can I call you just J? You're not random for me anymore. You're like a friend. You're like my trading buddy. So if you don't mind, I'll just call you J. Of course, anytime. Yeah, like I'm here to. This is monthly watch. I'm here to grow with you. I'll be like seeing how to fix this guy, and god damn it, like I hate it if it will go without me. Like in 30 minutes it closes, the market closes, and what are the chances that this guy just kissed this level, didn't really touch it, but like giving us this volume is going to be so against my rules to open the position here. But what are the chances that this guy will just, but no, I really like Jay, promise you'll come to LA and slap me if I'll try to set up this trade. Okay, I need accountability partner. Um, unlike the HSBC, yeah, when it gapped here and I was entering above this volume, and I saw this volume is down on daily, and that was gap and go that didn't go, and I saw that the entire volume is here, and we're already above, we broke above this volume. Jay, of course. Cool, Misha. So this volume is above us. I cannot, like, here I was able to set up this trade because I knew, and there was an entry point on 5 minutes, and I knew like the whole shebang, the whole volume is here already below us. And 5 minutes was confirming that. Everything was confirming. You see how like same but different? And like successful trader is a irregular trader, just more focused, more um more focus. Are you laughing at this lap? Yeah, dude. Like sometimes, and this volume here, this entire volume was like below me, and no matter how much I want this Pfizer, this looks like looks beautiful on months. It looks amazing. But yeah, it can gap. It can just gap like easily and like go bye bye, and I'll shed a tear. Russian boys don't cry, but but there I'll shed a tear if it goes without me. But this volume distribution under further investigation is here. And I even went to, like, you remember I did, like, I don't do that normally. I hear, like, remember I told you, like, never play with 1 minute. But Jay, like, just for analysis sake, you see how it's all like, I call it geese or swans. They have no tails. It's just like just massacre because liquidity is not enough to do 1 minute on super liquid stocks. Technically, like 1 minute, but it has so much noise. But here it helps me because I see like how in 5 minutes in the opening of um, the first 5 minutes of the opening day, the whole volume is here. So once it breaks above here, and it tried to break above, you see, it up thrusted and boom, no, market didn't let it go. It pushed it below. So now once I know where all this volume is, I unfortunately, as much as I want it, I have no right to trade it here. I have to let it go, even if even if this, I don't want to curse, while streaming because I don't want them to like kind of like shadow ban me or something. But if this piece of work just jumps over this level tomorrow and opens somewhere here, I'll be biting my elbows. We call it back home, but I'll be better biting my elbows than getting on the wrong side of the market. It doesn't look that I will get on the wrong side of the market, even if I enter this here. However, it's going to be the wrong side of me. It's going to be violating the rules, the system that helps me float, that keeps me profitable. So I'd rather lose in the situation. I'd rather let it go than, because if you start violate your own rules left and right, then eventually what happens, you blow up your account because market is liquid, like it has no rules, and the whole goal of the market is to blow up your trading account, and it has nothing personal against you or me. It's just the matter of the market doesn't produce nothing. It's not productive. It's just redistribution of wealth, redistribution of the GDP, of the product generated by society. And the matter of the market is such that a selected few needs a majority of uneducated to take their money and their wealth. And so if you don't keep up with your own rules, most likely, I say you, but I mean me. If I don't keep up with my rules, I most likely will put myself on the wrong side of the market. So I'm gonna let the fighter go. It's gonna close, and once again, you got to be careful at what historical moment of the market you're at. And I already got one trade that I can say negligently, because I don't know, maybe it was it for this motion, and I saw that, but kind of like I failed to analyze it properly, and I was thinking about how here it held the level, it never changed the directionality. So we'll see, we'll see. uh, but now I'm already, this is the last day of the, yeah, there's no more, yeah. So I'll be seeing what it's gonna do tomorrow, but maybe I'll have to pull the, what do you call the stop crane in the train? Like there is like back off, there's this red thing that's like abort the mission. So instead of like making profit here, maybe if tomorrow it go manipulates this and shows some, yeah, I really wanted to manipulate this level to spring this level with a good volume and take off, and then I'm safe. So that was a correction. We'll see. But anyhow, I'm gonna go. You're gonna be laughing at me, but I'm gonna go do my morning jog and yoga and like my bars and the machines in the park. I have a park right across my house, and I'll do my brunch. Emergency break. Thank you, bro. Yes. So thank you, bro. Yes. So like if this guy breaks below this mm, line of support on hourly, breaks and reaction bar is closer and doesn't show any signs of, like, I will not wait till it hits my virtual stop loss. I will just take my take profit to break even, and it will most likely will let me out of the of this trade from zero for zero. And yeah, like it did today. I already showed you like my Russian stock. I got on the, I think you saw it already. um, that's like the best example I can find about how not to lose the money. So I miscalculated. It was like a little. It was like a little like above the point 0.5 correction. So I was like, okay, was like overly enthusiastic. Opened this deal. Nothing wrong about this deal. Um, but it just didn't go. I was immediately wrong. It just went bloop bloop bloop. But instead of losing my money here, instead of losing 3% of my capital in Russia, I just waited for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days. Didn't collect any dividends. That's all right. For 10 days, my capital was stuck in the straight, and boom, it let me out. Important part is not to get greedy here. It's like, okay, now I'm making money again. No, 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 no. Just, and I had to like move it a little bit up because I have commissions on that market. So, but no, just it lets me out, and I'm content. Thank you, market, for letting me out. I'm gotta go. So forget about this stock. I'm not gonna try to play it again. I'm gonna let it decide what it wants to do in its life. I'll find another opportunities to make my money. But this is the best example for now I can show of how not to lose your money when you're completely wrong. With only remark that never do it on crypto, never do it on pink stocks, only in the good legitimate stocks that you believe in. So because worst come worst, if it like didn't give me an opportunity to get out and just like fell down, down and down, and where can it go? Okay, it can go here, and then it's like, I mean, I'll be stuck in this position for a year or two. I'll be just collecting my dividends. Right. So like that will help me to compensate for the corrosion of inflation and risk. But yeah, even in 2 years, I'll get out of this position. It will freeze portion of my capital, but it's okay. Never lose your money. But the thing is, 95% of the time, no matter how scary it looks in the moment, it will let you out. It's just the nature of the market. I have no reasonable explanation for this, but 95% of the time, it will let you out of your losing trade. Again, unless it's a crypto, altcoins, pink slips, like this, like over the counter stocks, some companies, or systematic error, like say Pfizer just collapsing and cease to exist, which is so unlikely because so much like old money is involved into the stock. So is there a chance that it will just go to zero and die? There is, but what chance is it? What is probability? So the random by fooled by randomness book will answer like a lot of questions on what are the chances of Pfizer going from hero to zero versus even Bitcoin. or let alone any other altcoin or pink slip going from hero to zero. This book will really help you. Hoping to open a 1 grand account before the end of the month. I have it in crypto, hoping cash that out. Good, good, good for you. Like preserving your capital, accumulating your capital. Every month, every check you receive as your income, take out 10% and put it to your Roth IRA account, and you'll be good till the rest of your life. No matter how much or how small money you make in your life, take 10% of your income. Every income that hits your bank account, take out 10%. 10% are not going to make you poor. 10% are not going to change your lifestyle in any way. Not in any way. You're not going to start eating less or worse, or having less entertainment, living in a worse house. If your pool shrinks by 10%, it's not going to make you cry. You know what I'm saying? If your dish shrinks by 10%, it's not going to make you hungry. Take 10% every check you get, every money, every income that hits your account, take out 10%, put it to your Roth IRA that you won't be able to touch till you're 65. You'll end up a rich man. Okay, Jay, I'm gonna go now. Nice talking to you, brother. Happy end of your shift. Trade responsibly and be on the right side of the market. Take care now. Tiam, tiam, tiam.